I started in 2017 when we moved into this beautiful building, 911 Britton Road. And the funny thing and the cute thing about this building is that it was erected on 9/11 in 1911, and my address is 9/11. And so I believe in weird things, signs. So it was definitely a sign that this was for me. So it's been my emergency and it's been my savior and my emergency. So definitely. So, but my mom gifted it to me and said, start it. I was caring for her and eventually moved her in with me for the past 3 years, basically. And she gifted me this. And so while I had her to take care of, I had this to fill the rest of my dreams, honestly. And so it's been the clients that have built this place, because when I moved in here, I didn't have a business plan, and I just knew I wanted to teach people how to paint with spray paint and then acrylic tube paint and the flow paint, which is currently just golden, but working on finding a substitute if I can. So, but flow paint and using trowels. And so it's been more than I ever dreamt it could be. And the paintings have been amazing, and the people have been the biggest blessing to me. And they've made Hideout Art what it is, and they've just taught me everything. So, and you have been a big blessing to Hideout Art, like, along the way. So you've believed in me from the very beginning, and I can't thank you enough. Somebody asked me at once what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, like every day what I wanted to do, and it was painting. So I love to paint. And I thought it was with a brush all these years, but trowel painting, just moving paint across the canvas, is what I love doing. And then being here in this district has been wonderful. So I was the first in. It was kind of a ghost town. Everything was for lease. No one wanted it. So I moved in, and it's come alive now since then. So there's businesses opening. It's filling up. It's looking beautiful. And it's coming alive, and I love to see how happy it is around here. And it's a really happy spot around here, and it's a dream come true that there's business and people are noticing and coming, and the Britton district is alive. It's been so fun. So I'm thrilled. Yeah, and so I really am inspired by I'd have to say all the other artists. And I had a teacher when I was young named Linda Porch, and she inspired me greatly with teaching me how to use her pinky for a tool. The process that I use is taking them outside and explaining what backgrounds are, really, and just, this can be a background, this way can be a background. They're different painting techniques, and when you layer them on top of each other and you see all the different painting techniques come through each other, that it shows all these different really professional techniques, and it looks really cool. And so you just have to explain which one peeks through the other. And so I'll show them all of them on a canvas. They don't have to use them all, but I'm going to show a lot of different paint techniques with a lot of different types of paint. And then it's up to the client to decide what they want to create. So it really creates itself just by, even if we wanted to plop down paint and start letting it create itself with some of the techniques I told them. So it's about starting outside with spray paint, letting it flow, have fun, pick your favorite colors, spray paint the canvas, and it's on. And then if they come in here and they have a hard time starting with creative flow, then they can just throw some paint down on the canvas, hit it with some tools, and just let it start. And it always does. And they turn out to be beautiful abstract paintings. And so there's enough technique that I can teach them to where it'll get them through their hump. And there's no two paintings alike, ever. It's so fun. I have loved how Hideout Art has brought people together. It's brought families together to paint together on paintings. I love how the people that think that they cannot paint will step in here nervous about themselves, and it's not even about that at all. It's just about me sharing tips and tricks that they get to take with them forever, for life. It's not even about the piece sometimes. Sometimes it's about they just get to come in and get a gift of me learning, of teaching them about how to apply paint with different tools that they can take, think about, use, have fun with at different times in their life, or maybe different ways on different canvases that will be therapeutic to them and allow them to be an artist. Because there's so many different fun techniques that don't involve brushes, that if they just clean their trowel in between swipes, allows them to create beautiful art. It's so much easier than using brushes. And everyone is introduced to brushes when they're little in finger painting, and they run into the muddy part, and it's right there that they get frustrated, because no one stops them and says clean and start over. So I just wanted to be clear in that we don't muddy here. I don't let you muddy here. Stop and start in clean, and that's why things are pretty. Therapists are coming in, and they are wanting to bring in their clients, and so they are very interested in the pull aparts. So we do a pull apart session. They're interested in that for family, using that as a family project. So where we put the paintings together and I attach them all together, and then we do one thing one way. Let's say everybody squirts the painting on the paintings. The next way we'll lay the trowels down and pull them a certain way. The next thing we do is, a next, technique, the next, each layer we do, and they move around and they keep going around and doing it. And it's all they do is need to listen to me, and I tell them exactly what to do. And at the very end, we pull those canvases apart, and they all are different, but they're part of the big picture. We're painting it as one, but when we pull it apart, it's part of that puzzle. And it's part of, like, everybody painted on it, but it's part of that special piece is that we get to keep it, but it's part of it what everybody painted. And then at the end, you can put your stamp on it, put your special little whatever, but that's a special way to have everybody on it, and then they can all sign it on the back, and it's special and memorable. So it means a little bit more than just going to a paint and palette and filling in colors that somebody else sketched an outline on, and it's a llama or a cupcake. What are you going to do with that? But these are very pretty, they're very frameable, they're very meaningful, they're in the colors that you choose, and they really are art. They're gorgeous, and they're not muddy, and they look beautiful in a house. They deserve to be in a house in a frame. Yeah, so it's been absolutely so fulfilling. It's been a dream come true, and I never knew it would be this well received, and I can't even, this is my happy place. This is it. I'm so happy, and thank you so much for believing in me, Liz, because you're my art idol. You know you are. So, but you've been so great to me. Thank you so much. And Art for Your Cause is amazing. So I couldn't be happier. Thank you so much.